What's up, MK Squad? Welcome back to another legendary top of the movie reaction video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, and come and join the family. If you're already a part of the family, man, we appreciate you. Thank you, and every single one of you guys are a blessing, even if you're new. You know what I mean? Comment down below any videos y'all want us to react to, man, because we sure will be reacting to them. Make sure you get this video a big thumbs up. It's totally free. You know what I mean? It helps us crush that YouTube algorithm, and it helps out your boy, and it helps out the channel a lot, wholeheartedly, man. And today we got Tom Macdonald, Fake Woke. That's the title of the song. My first time reacting to this, man. I never heard of him before. I just was YouTube searching and I ended up coming across them in this music video. You know what I'm saying? I try to look for independent artists, you know, I can react to, you know, and that's you know, upcoming and, you know, repping themselves and representing whom they are, and making sure it's something that you guys are interested in and entertained, and you know it can be passed on from a friend to another friend to another friend. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, because that like button pushes out the video so your friends and then your other friends and then your grandmoms and then the grandmoms and then the moms could, you know, watch the video. You know what I mean? But I'm interested, curious, to what type of music and what type of tone of his music he articulates. You know what I mean? And what type of message he puts out there. I look more, when I look at music, I look more at the lyricism, and I look more at the message that's putting out to the people like me and you. You feel what I'm saying, family? So I'm curious, you know what I'm saying? So let's go. I'm not going to do no more talking.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
Ooh. Ooh, hold on, let me run that back.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
He said, I think it's crazy that I'm controversial, but Cardi B is a role model for 12-year-old girls. And that's true, man. A lot of people look up to Cardi more. It's like, from her back history and how she came up, it justifies stripping nowadays for young people my age. And I'm 21. You see what I'm saying? For this generation, if she can do it, I can do it. You know, a lot of people had that insight, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about if she can do it, I can do it. It's about, is this the vision? Is this aligned with the skill set and the path that's going to take you to the vision and where you trying to go? Because your skills, your talent only opens the door. But when it comes to life, you have detours and you have distractions. But are those detours going to lead you to the right path? And are you going to take the right path when distractions come along as well? You know what I mean?
There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up.
That's true. That's true.
Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war.
Oh, that's hard, bro. Yo, this message is legendary inspiration, bro. Listen to this again.
The chains, they gave us tiny screens, we think we free because we can't see the cage.
They gave us tiny screens to think we free, so we can't see the cage. All distractions, part what I talked about early, the distractions. Are you going to overlook the distraction and see the big picture, or are you going to get caught up in a distraction and it delays your vision?
They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. Fake soul, fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. Hey, so fake woke, same old, say so, fake soul, fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think,
yo, my boy speaking truth. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. Cause it's a simple fact that, look at it, like, a fake person ain't gonna like what a real person is saying, and a fake person can't relate to it. It's like this. A poor mentality is not going to see the vision of another person mentality that's trying to make it out, that's using anything as leverage to be productive. You know what I'm saying? A poor mentality is like, oh no, don't take that big risk, don't take that leap of faith, stay where you at, it'll come when you come. But not realizing that you got to put in the work. Rather than this person that has not a poor mentality, but has a faith-based mentality, a growth-based mentality that sees the bigger insight and don't want to be trapped into the poor mentality to remain comfortable, because knowing comfort doesn't get you nowhere. This life cannot profit off of humble people. You know what I mean? So a poor person likes to be comfortable and do things to a certain minimum that still remains them to be comfortable. Rather than another person who sees as a productive mentality and has a bigger insight will take leaps of faith, will take big risks. You know what I'm saying? But this person will talk about this person because this person is trying to do something with themselves. They have an insight that this person don't even have no insight of, because they're so accustomed to what they're used to and what they're comfortable to, that they don't see whatever this person is thinking that's trying to take a leap of faith with something. This is like contrary, and this is like ridiculous to this person. You know what I'm saying? So they'll never relate. They'll never be able to grow together. It'll always be adversity and clashing because this person hasn't came over this poor mentality yet. You know what I'm saying? Rather than this person is looking at investments and leverage and using anything that they already have that they're blessed with to get to the certain level to be blessed with more. You see what I'm saying? So I like that he said it's a difference between a speech that you hate and hate speech. And back to my metaphor about the poor mentality and the person that has a productive mentality and see a bigger insight. They'll never relate. This person will hate the speech. This person will hate the speech that they saying. This person that has a productive mentality. And the simple fact is this type of person will hate this speech. And this type of person would not entertain the type of hate that this person is talking about behind their back. You see what I'm saying? Because it's insane, it's ridiculous to them. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people think that being in the opposition and having a different insight is like a ridiculous type of, it's like, consider whatever they say is like a hate speech to them, but it's really the speech that they hate. It's not a hate speech. They just have a different mentality. You have a different insight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people use hate speeches to their own advantage and their own leverage. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a sense of manipulation. But really, this person just hates this speech. This person hates this speech, but he's making whatever this person say. Oh, you're saying a hate speech. That's not right. You're not supposed to do it this way. You see what I'm saying? This is the master manipulation, the poor mentality, the person with the poor mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I use that metaphor. If I confuse you guys, I'm sorry. You know, I was just using those two metaphors because that's how I can relate to what he's saying in the song. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact is, a lot of people try to make it like if it's something contrary to what they expect or what they believe in, it's a hate speech. It's like a threat to what they believe in. But we all have different opinions. As long as you spreading peace, love, and positivity and respecting each other, you know what I'm saying? It may be some kind of tone or speech that you hate, but it's not a hate speech. You need to know the difference. And if you hate it, you still got to respect that other person is a different person. And have their own mind, have their own brain, have their own mentality, have their own insight, have their own understanding.
Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation.
Yo. 9 times out of 10, the food will come first.
Ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help.
And that is true. I peeped that the police force is lacking with employees. They're lacking. No one wants to go into that they're basically understaffed 9 times out of 10 most of the time.
They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know.
Yo, I love it. Facts over feelings. Facts don't care about feelings. It's facts over feelings. You see what I'm saying? The same thing is like, okay, numbers don't lie. People lie. People lie, numbers don't, man. See what I'm saying? Sometimes we set these barriers to be, that's what the message of the song basically, we set these barriers of thinking we're woke, but we're actually fake woke because we set these barriers amongst ourselves without knowing. And we think that it's the same way of how we fascinate at things and think unrealistic. Like, say you have $1,000 in your account. Oh, I got enough money. I could go buy this, buy that, buy that. But then when your account is constantly getting deducted by how much you spending, and you had that unrealistic mindset, that barrier that overtook you, that's like took you away from you being financially responsible, and you have to be and holding yourself accountable for being financially responsible, that you just thought you had it like that, being unrealistic. You set that barrier amongst yourself to, deter yourself away and distract yourself away from being financially responsible. And a lot of times we do that. We have these unrealistic or unjust perspectives or insights that's not really right. You see what I'm saying? And we should think a lot before we do, and really take a deep understanding before we do or what we say anyway. You know what I'm saying? Always. Sorry guys to keep pausing. It's like you can't correct someone else if your backyard not clean. How can you go correct someone else? You know what I'm saying? If you're not practicing what you preach, how can you go preach it to someone else? Fake woke.
To get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I love this song, man. I like the concept behind this song, man. This was very inspirational. It took a lot of courage. It was a lot of courage for this man to speak up and speak about this. A lot of people won't. You know what I'm saying? They'll just sit behind the scenes and sit behind the back burner and just watch it play out. Yo, this man has a lot of courage to put this out. Legendary, iconic song, great message, great inspiration. Truly a blessing. It's a message that needs to be put out there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys are having a great, amazing, blessed day. And like I always say, peace.